Fashion had rules, clear ones, silent ones, cruel ones. Be smaller, be quieter, be grateful for whatever space you're given. Maddie Touma didn't follow those rules. She broke them, stood in the middle of the industry, and said, "Watch this. This isn't just the story of a plus-size model. This is the story of how confidence became resistance, how visibility became power, and how one woman turned self-love into a global movement." Meet Maddie Touma, the industry that was never built for her. For years, fashion decided who was allowed to be seen. Runways told one story, magazines told another, and most women were never part of the picture. Growing up plus size, Maddie felt that absence everywhere. In fitting rooms where nothing fit, in mirrors that felt unforgiving, in moments where confidence felt like something meant for other people. Body image wasn't theoretical, it was personal. But even then, something inside her refused to disappear. Rooted in culture, family, and identity, Maddie comes from a proud Lebanese and Italian background. Strong families, strong opinions, strong love. Her roots shaped her voice long before social media ever did. She openly shares pieces of her life, including her beloved dog, Cheddar Biscuit. Not as branding, but as truth. Because Maddie doesn't build an audience, she builds connections. And that grounding would matter more than she ever imagined. The loss that changed everything at just 18 years old, Maddie lost her father. He wasn't just a parent, he was her biggest supporter, the person who made her feel safe, loved, and seen. Losing him changed her forever. Grief cracked her open, and instead of numbing it, she faced it. For the first time, she sought counseling, not because she was broken, but because she wanted to understand herself. That's when she realized something painful. She didn't lack ambition, she lacked self-confidence. That realization didn't heal her overnight, but it gave her direction. Self-love isn't magic, it's practice. Maddie learned something most people never do. Self-love isn't a finish line, it's a daily decision. Some days it's strong, some days it's quiet, some days it has to be rebuilt from scratch. And that honesty became the foundation of everything she would later create. Education before influence. Before the followers, before the brands, before the spotlight, there was school. In May 2020, Maddie graduated from New York University with a master's degree in public relations and corporate communication. She understood messaging, storytelling, perception. At the time, social media was just a passion project. Something creative on the side. No blueprint, no pressure. Then the world stopped. When the pandemic shifted, everything lockdowns changed how people lived and how they scrolled. At the end of 2019 and into early 2020, Maddie began posting plus-size outfit recreations on TikTok. The same trends everyone loved, styled on her body, no editing herself smaller, no pretending. Just confidence. Practiced out loud. Then March 2020 happened. Her video went viral, and the comments weren't hateful. They were relieved. "I finally feel represented. I needed this today. Thank you for existing." That moment changed everything. From one video to a movement, Maddie leaned in. She posted daily, showed up consistently, and let people watch her confidence grow in real time. Her community exploded. Not because she was perfect, but because she was real. This is where her modeling career truly began. Not on a runway, but on a phone screen, and the industry noticed. Vulnerability became her signature. Maddie didn't sell fantasy, she shared reality. Body image struggles, insecurity, bad days, good outfits anyway. That vulnerability wasn't a weakness. It was the reason people trusted her. Because confidence hits harder when it's honest. Representing size 16, without apology. Today, Maddie proudly represents the plus-size community as a size 16 fashion and activewear advocate. She doesn't soften her presence, she owns it. Her content blends style, humor, warmth, and truth, and it resonates. Because representation isn't just about being seen, it's about being celebrated. Brands couldn't ignore her anymore. Authenticity travels fast. Maddie's work led to collaborations with major brands including Afterpay Torrid, Adore Me, YSL Beauty. These weren't token partnerships. They were proof that the industry is changing because audiences demanded it. Building the power lesbian empire. What started as content became something bigger, a brand, a platform, a voice. The power lesbian empire, built on confidence, visibility, unapologetic self-expression. Maddie didn't wait for approval. She created space and invited others in. 2 full-time roles, 1 vision. Behind the scenes, Maddie does more than most people realize. She runs 2 full-time careers: content creator, talent agent, strategic, business-minded, focused on lifting others while growing herself. That NYU degree wasn't just education, it was preparation. From NYC to Madrid. At the height of her success, Maddie made a bold move. She left the non-stop grind of New York City for the slower rhythm of Madrid, Spain. Different pace, different energy, same purpose. Her influence didn't slow, it expanded. Redefining fitness and movement. One of Maddie's strongest advocacy points is size-inclusive activewear. She challenges the idea that movement is punishment. To her, exercise is a celebration, not about shrinking, not about guilt, about honoring your body. Comfort comes first, joy always. Lingerie is self-love, not validation. Maddie speaks about lingerie in a way most people don't. Not as something worn for approval, not for attention, not for anyone else's gaze. For you. For the quiet moments when confidence is personal, when feeling good in your body isn't performative, it's private. Maddie reminds women that lingerie isn't about being seen. It's about how you feel when no one is watching. Your body doesn't need permission to be celebrated. It doesn't need to earn softness, beauty, or desire. Wearing something that makes you feel powerful isn't indulgent. It's affirming. And that shift from validation to self-love changes everything. ADHD as a creative superpower. Maddie has never hidden her ADHD. She talks about it openly, without shame, without excuses, because she doesn't see it as a weakness. She sees it as fuel. Her neurodivergent mind moves fast, connects ideas differently, spots creativity where others miss it. That's where the sharp instincts come from, the big ideas, the fearless execution. What some people label a limitation, Maddie learned to work with, not against. She turned distraction into direction, energy into momentum. Her success isn't despite ADHD, it's shaped by it. And in sharing that truth, she reminds others that thinking differently isn't something to fix, it's something to own. Why Maddie Touma matters. Maddie Touma was never meant to fit into fashion's narrow frame, so she didn't try. She showed up as she was, visible, confident, and unapologetic. And the industry had no choice but to stretch, to listen, to evolve. Maddie didn't wait for permission to be represented. She became the representation so many women had been searching for. Not polished perfection, real confidence, built in public. Her influence lasts because it's rooted in honesty, not trends, in connection, not approval. She didn't follow fashion's rules. She rewrote them. And in doing so, she made space, not just for herself, but for every woman who was told she didn't belong. Outro. This is bigger than fashion. Maddie Touma is more than a model. She's a mirror for women who were told to hide, a voice for bodies that were ignored, a reminder that confidence isn't handed to you. It's built, one brave choice at a time. In a world that keeps telling women to take up less space, Maddie did the opposite. She stood taller. She spoke louder. She showed up fully, without apology. Not because it was easy, but because it was necessary. Her journey proves something powerful. You don't need permission to be seen. You don't need approval to feel worthy. And you don't need to change your body to claim your place. Confidence isn't about perfection, it's about presence. And Maddie's presence has opened doors for thousands of women who finally see themselves reflected back with pride. So if this story moved you, if it reminded you that your body is not a problem to fix, hit like. Share this with someone who needs it. And subscribe for more stories about people who chose self-love over silence. Because self-love isn't a phase, it isn't a trend, it's a revolution.